I'll blow up into smithereens and spew my tiny symphonies while up and down the city street. Try to put my 90s. Hey, the AC is loud, but it's hot as hell, but I can turn it off. Welcome. It's been a while. I have these, so I decided, what if I just sit here and talk while these? It's hot, and I just drank my Gatorade. Let me just say, today was a great day. I went to school. Actually, wait. Animal, Series 1, vegetable, and flower. So I kind of want to go with animal. Anyways, today I was at school. It was actually a pretty nice day. Other than it's been really hot lately, I also just have a really bad heat tolerance. So it could be just that. But, I like the monkey. I really want the monkey. Or like the Dalmatian. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah. It's been really hot lately though. I'm not a big fan of the heat. I actually just can't wait for winter. Or like, it's gonna be the sloth. I like already saw the top of the head. Oh, so cute. But my friend in middle school, she used to bring Sunny Angels to school, and I remember telling her, yo, that sucks. You can see the dick. And I used to think it was weird until I was like, wait, these guys are actually kind of handsome. Isn't he charming? There's an innocence with some nudity sometimes. It's a piece of art. That's what it is. Anyways, today was hot, as usual. I'm always sweating like... You know how cups of ice have a ton of condensation around? They, I don't know. That's how I sweat. A lot, actually. That is like, I'd say that I'm just like a hot running person. Today was pretty crazy though. Only at lunch, because at lunch I go to my friend, go to my locker to get my lunch bag, because I don't want to carry my lunch bag with me at school, right? Like with me to all my classes. Oh, it's not working. So I go to my locker, I come back, I see my bro, Batty Nuts. I see my coworker. It's pretty nice. I want the lily bell. That's my favorite flower. But I think the cherry blossom would be cute. Also the hydrangea. The poppy would be cute. That's like my state's flower. Morning Glory. What's the story, Morning Glory? Yeah. Okay, but the crazy part was what happened at the end of lunch. I'm walking with my friends. We go to see my teacher because I wasn't here for the first week of school. So she told this teacher, oh my god! I got him. What the heck? Yo! My dopamine just spiked. Okay. Oops. Look. He has a little hair. in the back. Wait, this is so cute. Oh my god. I think his head is stuck. I'm not gonna try to move it. I think lately they've changed the painting on these, specifically on the eyes, because the eye paint looks darker. I don't know if that's just me overanalyzing it. But if you ask me, I think the paint job is different. Anyways, my friends and I go to see our teacher. Well, he's not even... I'm never going to have his class. I wanted to have his class this year for APUSH, but I didn't get lucky. So, my friend, I would go visit her class last year, and we would go see. I'd go inside, say hi to her, and teach. I like to teach. He's cool. And today, our plan was to go visit him.
So nice to meet you. Why are y'all wearing black? What's the story?
Oh my gosh! It's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Bro. Anyways. I hear my son. Anyways. So back to what I was saying. This could be us, but you playing. We go up to see him. And we're walking up these stairs. These kids, you see, we're blocking. So we get to the top. His classroom is on the second floor to the right of the staircase. We get to the top of, like, the staircase. There's these two kids sitting there playing with, like, a dice. And they, like, move their hands out of the way. They're sitting... I don't know why you think to block the stairs is a good idea, especially... to ask me to say, excuse me. You're sitting in front of, like, the walking path. I don't know what you want me to do. They were probably freshmen. But I walk up. It's not the lettuce. That's the one I want. I really want. Look at how cute he is. Oh my god, it's gonna be the tomato. I don't want the tomato. I already have the tomato. But we walk up and they're like, okay, it's not the tomato. They're like, so no, excuse me. So I turn and I say, excuse me. And I start moaning. And my friend, she's like, oi. She starts going like, We were laughing, bro. Those kids looked at us like we were crazy. I'm like, yep. And that's the upperclassmen for you. We're walking up and we look into the classroom. I've called him Mezzy Poo as like a joke. My friend goes into his classroom and is like, where's Mezzy Poo? Where's Mezzy Poo? And I'm like, where's the teacher? Where's the teacher? I turn around to look into the hallway. The classroom across from his door wide open, it was like the ring of fire, but instead it was like the ring of teachers. And he's looking at us, like waving and smiling. But I was like, we have to leave. We gotta go. My other friend, the senior, because my friend's a junior too. My friend, the senior, is like, bro, we gotta go. We start laughing. We run down the hallway. We go down the stairs. Tomorrow we gotta apologize because that was deviant. I was moaning. We were moaning at the top of our lungs, followed by looking for the teacher. Not at the top of my lungs, but my friend's lungs. And then my friend was like, yo, we gotta say sorry. Because that actually was embarrassing. I was like, yo, what did we just do, bro? That's a story for another. There's more stories for other times. But that's it. Yeah. Oh, I was very glad with these. Let's go.